guys for coming to CBD After Dark. So my name is Atasha. I'm an esthetician. So I do skincare. So I got into the CBD aspect of it because of CBD is trending, where it's going, where it's growing, the industry in itself. So I do offer CBD enhancements with my facials by using topical creams, and then also I do recommend the CBD tea to my clients to improve their gut health, because what's going on internally will show up on our skin, especially for my clients who are like taking certain birth controls or might have just hormones going on or things of that nature. So I do recommend the CBD tea, as well as we also have Harmony drops, and then we also have an alleviate cream. So we're gonna jump into all of that. So I know you guys are here for CBD. Is anybody currently using any CBD products? Are you just still like more so curious, trying to get answers to see if it's something
just wanted to see
CBD or not to CBD? Go ahead.
I did use last weekend. I had a horrible headache, and my brother gave me one in the pill form, but it didn't do anything.
Didn't do anything. Now with the pill form, as we know with taking pills, it is going to take a while for it to dissolve into the body. But that's why I was telling you about different forms. You have your full spectrum, you have your CBD isolate, you also have your broad spectrum. So there are a lot of different brands out now. Like two of the top ones that or three that I have actually used is, of course, we're talking about TLC, Hemp Works, as well as Oxygen. So those are like the top three that you might hear about in reference to CBD that offers a variety of CBD products. But it's just also just doing the research to see, like, you know, how much of the dosage you might need to alleviate whatever's going on in your body. Okay. So because we are here for CBD, I'm just going to jump right into the CBD products, and then I'll also talk about some other products as well. Okay. So I know you were saying that you make shakes, vegan, incorporated into food, and things of that nature. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have us start off with our CBD tea. Okay. So with the CBD tea, the company is known for its original ISO tea, which was the brewed form. So you get 2 brewed tea bags, and this makes a gallon. So you have to steep it overnight, and you drink 2 glasses a day, and it aids in weight loss with you shedding up to 5 pounds in 5 days. So this is what the company is known for, but because you had to brew it, and right now we are in like a fast-paced world, we want instant results, they came out with an instant form, which is the instant original tea. And it is gonna come like sachets. So just like a crystal like that, and you're gonna use it in a water. So venturing off from that, we have this whole craze about CBD, helping to alleviate pain, nauseousness, ADHD, people who are just suffering with pain throughout the day, headaches, things of that nature, and even menstrual cycles and cramps. I also do bee stings too, so when people do come for bee stings, I do give them some of the tea, and usually with the bee stings, you'll come prior to your cycle, and you can come once your cycle has ended. So that helps with menstrual cramping as well. So CBD is trending. We are crazy about CBD, and literally I went to Firehouse Subs, and next door was the video store, and they're selling CBD. So you're gonna see CBD everywhere. So now the company is like, okay, well, we have to keep up with the trends, and we have to offer what's in demand. So we have our CBD Instant, right? So all you have to do is, let me grab, since you ladies are here, I'm gonna allow everyone to do a full sample. So we have our CBD hemp tea full spectrum. It's the instant tea. You can you can take a sip of your water just to you know, get some of the water down, and then you're going to pour the pack of tea into the water, and you're going to shake it. So with the CBD tea, it's going to help to detox you on a cellular level. It's going to help to detox your kidney. Also going to help to improve your gut health. So a lot of people who are taking stuff internally, especially when you're doing medication, You might have stuff show up in your skin, or you just might have something where you're not using the restroom on a daily basis. Ideally, you should be eliminating every day, but some people are not doing that. We're eating a lot of fast foods because we're busy moms or entrepreneurs. We're wearing many hats, so we don't have the time to go home and cook after a long day in our business, right? So what we need to do. Oh, I know.
She does my meals, so I'm good.
Hey now. So when you so when you do take the tea, I like to tell my clients to keep in mind that it usually takes about 5 hours before you would have to use the restroom again, but everybody is different. So once you start to use the tea, you will see what it is that your body is accustomed to. So this is the detox tea. It does have lemon extract in it. Just like when we go to the restaurant, we always ask for lemon with our order because we know lemon alkalines the body. So we do have the lemon extract in it. It's going to taste like an unsweet lemonade. You can drink this room temperature or cold, or you can drink it hot. So you can pour this into your tea cup, and you can put your hot water in it, and you can drink it hot. When you do get the product, it will say you can take 30 minutes before a meal to suppress your appetite. However, I like to drink it or take it before I go to bed. If you're somebody who suffers with not being able to sleep throughout the night or cannot relax, like, you know, Tamika, we were in here talking about, hey, we're thinking about our captions, our posts. If your brain is not just being turned off, then that'll help you relax. So that's the benefits of CBD in the hemp. So with this one. So this is CBD. You can drink it. So what do y'all think about the taste? Like, you know, ideally it's not going to be a sweet drink because we're detoxing. And so this is the lemon extract. It's going to help you to lose weight 5 pounds in 5 days. And I said, now, even if you don't want to lose weight, I'm glad you said that. Because a lot of people say, hey, I don't want to lose weight. Even if you don't want to lose weight, we also need to keep in mind that we do need to detox. So even if you do start off with our month supply, you can take it for 5 days and you're going to rest on 2 days. But even if you don't take it for the full month, you still want to rid the body of bad bacteria, but you also want to retain some of that good bacteria. And what I like to say is using the NutriBurst, which is a liquid multivitamin, helps to retain the good bacteria, also helps to get the nutrients into the body. So ideally, we should be taking like a vitamin daily. We don't do that, or we might forget to do that. And then if we are doing it, we're taking it in a pill form, like you say, you took it in a pill form, and it's going to take a while for that to kick in. Whereas with the liquid, it's going to hit your bloodstream immediately. So this does have a lot of benefits. It has 72 minerals, 10 vitamins, 22 phytonutrients, 19 amino acids, 13 whole food greens, and 12 herbs. So this is something that you and your family can take collectively. You can give this to your kids. However, I would recommend that you do a capful and like some orange juice or apple juice, just to kind of waver the taste, because you know kids are gonna be like, oh, what is this?
And there's CBD in that too. Right?
This is not CBD. Okay. So our only 3 CBD products that we have are the hemp tea, the topical, and the drops. So we say we're ridding the body of bad bacteria, but we also want to make sure that we are retaining the good bacteria within our guts. So we're going to be making sure that we improve that by taking a liquid multivitamin. So we're going to try this next, okay?
Can we use this in a smoothie?
Yes, you can. You can use that in a smoothie. And you can also let you take one, or try this one. Ah, there we go. You want one? All right, so with NutriBurst, you're going to take this first thing when you get up in the morning. However, you can take it throughout the day. Now, if you want to be sharing with the family, I would recommend that you just use like a tablespoon. You do a tablespoon and everybody can from here. But if it's going to be a personal one, you can still do a tablespoon, or you can, this is your shot right here. So I am going to give you something in that. Don't take it yet. We're going to take it all together so I can see y'all facial expressions.
You make me think it's not a good.
Now, it is going to be potent. It's like an orangey taste, But with anything, when we're taking, like you said, you had a smoothie or something, but it didn't taste good. We know that it's good for our body, but because we're so used to consuming so much sugar, salt, we just like, hey, this is not the flavor that I'm used to. All right, bottoms up. Jug, 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 jug. So of course, it's like what?
Wet things. So you can, like I said, you can do like a little bit of orange juice and put that shot in. So it's once you start to take it, it's just kind of like boom, you just taking it, right? So we already know that we need to detox our bodies. I have a liquid prenatal vitamin.
A liquid prenatal.
It's just like
See? Okay, so she has a liquid prenatal vitamin that tastes just like that.
I was pregnant at 40. I don't want to remember that. She just turned 7.
Oh my goodness. Listen, so we have given our bodies the nutrients that it needs in its liquid form, so it's going to hit your bloodstream immediately. It also will aid in giving you a boost of energy as well to get your day started. And then speaking of energy, I'm also going to let you guys know about NRG. So NRG, this is a pill that I like to take. It helps aid in weight loss. Even though you might not be interested in weight loss, I know for you particularly, but you can burn up to 300 to 600 calories without you actually having to do physical exercise, right? So for my people who like to drink like coffee, energy drinks and things of that nature, this is what this is without all the jitters and the high, and you're just kind of like, oh, I need my fix. This is also, as you can see, it says NRG, and it also provides energy for you as well. So I'm a school teacher.
Kind of energy though? Like,
I
drink those drinks for the energy. So.
Now, our one of our leaders, he was at a meeting. He flew overnight, so he only had 2 hours of sleep. This is when he was first getting into this particular business. And he was sitting at a restaurant, and he said within 10 to 15 minutes, he felt like awake. He was like, okay, I'm alert now. But again, everybody is different. For me, I'm a school teacher, so I need to have that upbeat energy. Although I already have an upbeat energy already, but taking these 3 main products, the NutriBurst, the NRG, and then the tea, that's like my staple routine with using these products. So again, everybody's gonna be different. However, it does provide you with a little bit more substance to get you through the day. It's just kind of like, well, you might be dragging, or some people who, it's hard to get up in the morning, or you're just like, I'm not with it. Everybody's different, but for me, working with kids all day, you can take 1 or you can take 2. You can take it mid-morning, throughout the day, whatever works best for you.
One other question. So to get the full effect of this, you have to go full.
Yeah, I would recommend you do. However, some people, the smaller bottles of water, some people are doing 1 sachet to the smaller, and they're doing 2 to that fuller size. However, I'm going to chime in on you. So this is my coworker, LaShonda, and I'm glad you came in because you're going to provide a great testimonial because she started as someone who was sampling the products when I got into the business, and I was like, hey, try this. And now she has escalated and moved on up to her own personal bag. So from your experience, you let us know what the tea has done for you. We're already drinking our tea, we're taking our NutriBurst, but you just give your insight in reference to your experience.
I like it. It has a great taste. The only thing that I was a little uncomfortable with was it makes you go to the bathroom the first 2 days, and my bottom, I was like, I need some Desitin. It's like I had a diaper rash because I was going a lot. But like she said, after 2 days, it kind of cleared up and it's back to, it's regular.
Yeah. So what's the feeling like? Do you feel lighter? Like what do you feel overall about the tea?
I feel like I've lost some inches, like in the first couple days. I'm not sure whether that's in my mind or if that's actually what's happening. But my clothes fit a little looser. So thus far, I'm pleased with it.
And she's really more so, you're on day 5 now because me and her, we restarted our challenge on Monday. So we're on day 5 right now. So again, as far as using the restroom and your experience, everybody is different. Like I know my grandmother, she went like before like the 5-hour typical time frame, but everybody's different. Like she was just like, I gave it to her before I left the house, and the next morning she said, Tasha, girl, I was up and that tea had me going, that thing was.
So is this gonna have, like I'm regular.
You're regular?
Yeah. Like
So, I mean, now I do have one of my clients, she said that she was regular, and like her first day, she just had more gas. So, that's why I said, once you start taking it from day 1 and 2, then you'll know when you need to take it, what time of the day you need to take it, if you need to increase more water.
So I should stop drinking.
No, I would say,
if I don't know how it's gonna affect me, I don't wanna be up in the middle of the night or.
now you probably, like, when you leave here, me personally, I will get up, when I get up in the morning, I use the restroom. But I'm not, before this, I'm not somebody that was regular. I wasn't going to the bathroom. So that's why I said, for me versus somebody, like you said, you're regular, you drink green smoothies, so your system works different than somebody, I'm always gonna go, I eat all a lot. So, you know, that's why I said, when you do start taking the tea, then you'll be able to tell your clients, because you do smoothies and they are more health conscious, to say, hey, I know that you're already getting a lot of greens in, so you're not somebody who needs to take, like how you asked me, do I need to do this for the full month? You might could just do week 1, rest week 2, do week 3. You know what I'm saying? So you using it because of what you do, you'll be able to advise your clients on what they need to do based off of what's going on up here. Okay. She like, Tasha, do I need to stop?
I'm down in mine because I wanted to get the full.
But I mean,
to see how it.
Me personally, I would suggest you just go ahead and drink the full, because like I said, most people are doing 2 sachets. Well, 2 sachets to that, and then just only doing 1 to like a small one. So, you know, you have more water. So, look, we're gonna get information. I'm gonna get your information, and you're gonna tell me, so I can get your testimony, and you can be like, Tasha, no, that ain't working for me. Okay. So she's like, okay. So we talked about the CBD tea. We talked about our Nutriverse. We also talked about NRG. We talked about the original formula. It has no taste to it. So if you are enjoying this taste, the original formula has no taste to it. It's just like a brewed tea before you put any sugar, honey, agave in it. So we know that Asians are the most common ethnicity that drinks hot tea with every meal. So if you just think about that mind frame when you are eating and helping with your digestive tract, just think about that and the benefits of drinking tea, something warm to get your system going. Okay? Any questions? Y'all good? All right. So let's talk about. We're just gonna keep rolling. So I'm staying over here in this CBD line. Y'all ready? Okay. So this is our Harmony Drops. And I'll bring this here because I do have like the product, like the information on there too. For you ladies, if you want to like read the ingredients or just to have as a reference. So this is our Harmony Drops. It's going to put you in a harmonic state. So I'm a school teacher. Hi. I'm a school teacher. The kids drive me crazy. Miss Hubbard knows because she called me today and I said, girl, please come get me. And she said, I wish I could, girl, but I'm at a different school, so I'll have to leave you over there. And I'm like, so me personally, I take my NRG. I also take my tea. I used to take my tea mid-morning because when I leave the school job, I go to my spa to do the services. So by the time, you know, I'm just like, boom, 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 I already kind of know when I would like to take it versus when I want to use the restroom and things of that nature. So I used to take my NRG, my Nutriverse, my tea, and my Harmony Drops. Because my Harmony Drops, it give me that little zen, you know, I'd be like, numb your state. You know? So I'm going to pass this around. This is with our full spectrum. So I'm going to pass this around. I have some disposable tinctures here. And like you were saying, let's look at this. I think I want to say, I'll have to see what this is, but we'll discuss that. So with the Harmony Drops, you're going to take it sublingually, and what that means is it's going to enter again your bloodstream quicker. You're going to, when you get your, of course you're not going to fill all this all the way up because these are much larger. So just be careful with it. I'm going to take this out, and we're going to pass this around, and you can try it out and see. But it just offers a sense of calm. This helps to relax you, alleviate some stress, just to kind of, get you. Now, we don't have any THC in this product, so with the CBD, I know a lot of people are like, hey, is it a psychoactive? You're not going to have any psychoactive effects where you feel like you Spike Lee and you like, that's not going to be the case, okay? So you're going to get you your own personal one, and you're going to put it underneath your tongue, and you're going to hold it there for 30 seconds. Don't swallow it immediately, because when you first taste it, like when you first get it, you'll be like, oh, this tastes kind of nasty, but you have to allow it to sit there so the oils and the flavor can, open up, and then you'll start to taste that it tastes, it's like a sweet taste, okay? Y'all good?
Yes.
All right now. Okay, so I'm gonna start this way.
Tasha.
Yes.
Is it okay if I take a picture?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's see. You might have to get, because they probably won't dispense all when you. Okay, good. So you're gonna hold your tongue up, drop it, release, open up, release it all down, and hold it there. Don't swallow. Hold it there. 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
So 30 serves per bottle. So it's really the best way to take the drops is not to mix it with anything, just to
To get the most maximum immediate results, yes.
So it sounds like I just need to sweat drops.
Yeah. Because then they can have their own, and they can take it throughout the day.
Throughout the day, so how many times?
Well, okay.
What was her question?
She does vegan, and she makes smoothies and stuff like that. So she's looking to incorporate CBD into her smoothies. So earlier we were talking about if she can. Oh, look, go ahead. Let me see. Hold on. So that should be good.
So there's some air bubbles in it.
Go. I'm messing with you because you ain't gonna be like Tasha.
No.
Oh no, go get some more, because once you dispense it, like all of it's probably not gonna, you know what I'm saying?
No, that ain't right. That's okay with you?
Yeah, that's good. So, y'all. Now leave your tongue, Y'all be like it's hot?
Okay, good.
See, that's why you have to allow it to sit there, because originally when I first took it, like I didn't hold it there, and then, and you didn't get to get those natural.
Strong though. It is strong.
Look, let me move that. Let's go down. All right. So hi, ladies. Would y'all like to try some of the CBD tea? Because we started sampling some stuff. Okay. So while we have that passing around, CBD tea is going to help to detox you on a cellular level, aiding in weight loss. You can lose up to 5 pounds in 5 days. I'm an esthetician, so I got into the business because CBD is trending. I offer CBD enhancements with facials, as well as helping my clients improve their skin and their gut health. So a lot of my clients have like acne or dark spots. So if you're somebody who is on social media, you follow Boss Lady Meek. You know who that is? No? If you follow her, she had a skin condition where she had black spots all over her face, and she's had it since she was younger. And you can go look at her results, and she was just doing CBD tea. She wasn't going to an esthetician for skincare treatment. So I'm gonna show you guys the Boss Lady Meek, and then if you just go to Instagram and type in @1000families, you'll be able to see everyone's like results who is using the products. So I'm gonna give you one of those. Let's see. You good? One pack. Y'all good? Y'all zen? Y'all yum Ricky cure?
How long does it last?
I would say like an hour or so. A little long because you just want to get in that state. And then you just have to, as you, like once you have your bottle, it's more about finding the right dosage that works for you. You know what I'm saying? Is this her? Yes, that's her.
I've seen her.
You seen her? All right, since I have one, I need to pass over here. All right, so everybody's got their drops. We've done the CBD tea.
May I ask another question?
Yes.
So how many times a day can somebody,
I would say,
like what's too much?
see, I really can't tell you exactly what's too much because you have to see what the right dosage is for you and your body type. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like 195. So for me personally, I take it in the morning and sometimes I'll take another one midday. So everybody's dosage is gonna be different.
So how can you tell if it's like working for you?
Well, I work with the kids and girl, that thing working.
So can you tell like when it kicks in? Or is it
For
like
me,
one of these things like when you're drinking coffee, like you don't have a click and you're like, ooh, I feel my it's just you go.
Yeah, it's just as you go. It's just gonna give you
like, okay, I got
a nice, calm, harmonious state. You just like chill. You're not high like woo, like you just had some Moscato, but you're just like, you know, if you're somebody who has anxiety, like if somebody was about to take a test and they're like, oh, I have this exam in the morning, I'm just got the jitters, I'm not a good person that tests well, then they can take their drops depending on what the dosage is for them, like however many, just to get them down. So that'll be a good example, like somebody who's like has the jitters or anxiety, or anxious and just like, oh, I don't know, or, you know, like if you know, going through a divorce or if you are about to get married or whatever the case may be, and you just kind of like.
So take that instead of a value.
Now, Valium now. Yeah. Valium versus your CBD. But again, like I said, it's all in the dosage. You know that Valium, ooh, child, it be
So
going.
when I fly.
I don't want you fly.
No. So typically when I fly, I do not fly without taking a value.
So how do you feel when you take a Valium?
Wonderful.
Like, okay, so how do you know, like how you asking me, how do I know when that has worked for me?
Because I just all of a sudden just like, oh.
So that same feeling where you just kind of like, oh, I'm good.
Okay.
So that same feeling.
Another question.
Mhm.
I'm gonna ask a lot of questions about that.
Give me 1 second.
Sure.
So I'll let you guys try the CBD tea. That's gonna help to detox you. It's gonna send you to the restroom. It takes about 5 hours before you have to go. But if you're using it consistently, you would drink it 5 days. You would drink it 5 days and then we also took Nutriverse, which is a liquid multivitamin. It doesn't have CBD in it, but that's something equivalent to women's one a day, which we're probably not really taking, and it's in a pill form, so it's gonna take longer to hit your bloodstream, whereas this hits it immediately. So I'll let you guys try that. And right now what we have going around is our CBD drops, which is Harmony drops, that's what we call it. So you're just gonna get one of these, and then you're gonna hold it under your tongue for 30 seconds, and then you're gonna swallow. Don't swallow it immediately once you get it, because it might not, all the juices, you know, that flavor might not be right, okay? All right.
I can do all three.
Yes, I do all three. I do usually in the morning I do my Nutriverse, NRG. When I'm gonna get to school, I'm dropping my drops, and then I take my tea mid-morning. Okay, I'm back to you.
So what about for pain? What does it do for pain?
So pain, it does help to alleviate pain, but what I'm going to show you is a topical pain relief as well.
So would the topical be more for like the outer pains, like if the shoulder hurts, whatever.
Right.
But what about, and I don't know the side effects, I just know that I see a lot of people with, and I don't even know much about a gout.
With the foot. Now, ideally, yeah, we're saying that CBD, is helping do all these things, but for, your customers or whoever are already like on medications or have like serious type issues, you still always want to tell them to consult with their doctor.
Right.
However, there are people who have seen results. Like today, she actually called me because one of the teachers was saying that she experienced a lot of like chest pain, and she gave her one of her CBD teas. What was that, yesterday or was that today?
Today.
She gave it to her today before lunch?
Right, 10 minutes before lunch.
And she came back to her and said, hey, I don't even have that pain where she usually has. I don't know if she has like acid reflux or what, but she called me.
She has gastro issues.
Okay.
And she says it feels heavy after she eats something. It's like it's just sitting in her chest. And she's like, it went away, like I don't feel it. She was amazed. She's like, give me some of that tea, girl.
Yeah, and she only just had the tea, and that was just today. So imagine if you're using it consistently over time.
So can kids take this?
Now kids have been known to take this because again, we don't have the THC where it's going to get you all. Right. So for children who have like ADHD, a lot of families, or like I said, I work with kids, so I see a lot of like behavior problems. A lot of people are like, hey, running to get the medication because they're tired of getting calls from the school, or you don't want to deal with it. But it does help to bring that child on down. But again, when you do it, it's all about finding that right dosage. Just like when you take regular medication, you take this every 4 hours, or you take this amount per adult versus per child.
Right. I guess like I'm all game for the drops, but which is why I'm asking questions and probably I'm going to continue on about.
Oh, no problem. Look,
but to sell it, like I never sell anything to someone that I don't know works. So I know that I could do really good with that if it really does what it says that it does. So do you personally know anybody with ADHD or anybody that's
not me directly, but one of my team members, her son took it, and she's actually one of the leaders in the group, and she actually had her on the team. So her friend signed up because her son started using it and she saw the results. So I don't know anyone personally like where I'm just like, hey, my friend, but my coach. Yeah. And you can see, and that's what it's all about. Like me, I got into it for the skincare aspect, but of course, as I started to learn more about the products, I started using more products to say, okay, well, I want to incorporate this. So the same thing for you. It's like, hey, I'm going to use it first before I be like, hey, Miss Hubbard. Like I started using the tea first, and before I even got into the company, it was just like, oh well, how can I sell this, or am I going to be able to sell it? But now it's become that it's kind of selling itself because everybody's curious, and it's like, hey, well, I've already been doing this, I've been trying this, and this hasn't worked, so why not see what the results are with whatever the product is. But of course, I would always recommend be a product of the product, so that way you can have your experience to share with your potential customers, your clients, or whoever you come in contact with.
So one other question, that I'll let you go. What about, so for someone that smokes marijuana, are they gonna get the same, like?
They're not gonna get
they're
not gonna get the same effect just because of marijuana, because it's not the psychoactive. So we don't have that in it where you're just gonna be like, for my people who smokers and you have like the smoke patches, it's gonna take some time, and then again, it's gonna depend on the dosage. Like I know with hemp works, they do have a formula that has THC in it, and they have one that doesn't have THC in it. So that's what I said about different brands.
Which it doesn't have to have the THC. I just like, for someone who has, like, I don't know, anxiety or whatever, but they recreational smoke weed. I was just curious if they're gonna get like the same effect of if they're just taking that.
I can't completely say
yes or no to
So
that.
I need to try that on somebody.
Yeah,
too?
because I don't have anybody in my circle that smokes.
Okay.
They might drink, but it's not, so I don't have anybody that's a smoker to
Okay.
say, hey, like when I started, like, hey, you know how you try to get different people so you can get different people's perspective. So I don't have that type of client to say, hey, I need your results, I need your testimonial. So it all depends.
Okay.
Okay. Y'all good? Oh, y'all chill. Okay, let me give y'all guys a shot of NutriBurst. Any other questions? No?
No.
All right, so now we're gonna go into the topical cream. So this is the liquid multivitamin that I was telling you guys. Miss Hubby, you wanna try this? Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm gonna give you a little shot of that. Mm-hmm. Cheers, bottoms up. Shot.
Smells like a straight vitamin.
Now it is gonna be a little potent. I ain't gonna tell you, it's all you.
And that's all you need.
Well, when you have your own, you're gonna take it says in the back to take a tablespoon, but I just take, or you can take, if you're not sharing with somebody, you can just take a shot.
Okay.
And you can take that first thing in the morning. All right, so now we're gonna jump into our Alleviate cream. And I'm gonna pass this around too. And put this here, and then I'm gonna rotate that around. Now I'm going to end this live.